Hello, my esteemed viewers. Welcome to our new program, which we are going to start in order for us to learn how to design website. So these are the slides on this particular project. So we are waiting for the PowerPoint to open. So it has opened now. Let's take a look. Our first slide, we have Mastering Web Freelancing program. So welcome to our program, Mastering Web Freelancing program. People that use web freelancing program are those who design website and they are also paid after the successful project. In this journey, what you have to know is that you have to get the mindset that you really want to learn this particular project. So mastering the next one, which is the mastering the basic of web design. So what is a web design? A web design is the process of creating a website. Back then, before you will be able to design website, you have to learn coding, CSS, HTML and JavaScript, which is known as the front end. So the back end is known as Node.js. So the tradition of designing a website is by writing a lot of lines of code, making things very complicated, which is back then. But due to innovation, individual will be able to design website without writing a single code with the help of CMS, which is known as content management systems. They allow individual to design a project in form of add and drop. So people use this 6 months to learn how to design website, but due to innovation, you can be able to do that in just 2 weeks. So let's take a look of the next slide, which said that explanation of website. Like, what is website? Website is like a house in internet where multiple informations are stored there. Let me give a scenario with individual. If you wanted to visit Ali, so whenever he comes to Ali house, you'll be able to know whatever he has. If he has 3 cars, 4 shoes, 8 clothes, you'll be able to identify them and view them. So before you have access to him, he has to give you the location of where he is. So schools and companies also create website. So a school and companies create website so that whenever you wanted to know information about a particular school, so once you visit their website, you will be able to have access to all vital information that you really need. But before you will be able to have access to that particular school site, they have to give you the address. So let's take a look of this diagram of a house, which we said that if you wanted to know address of person, he has to give you the location of where he is and things that he has in his house, applicable to ministry and companies. So whenever you wanted to know more about particular company or institution, you have to visit their site. After you visit their site, that was when you know the potential of activities that they are doing in that particular houses. So schools and companies also use this website in order for them to preview their accurate data and information. So let's proceed. We have terms of website design which are known as, we have domain, then we have web server, we have hosting, then we have subdomain. So let's take a look of the first one, which is the domain. Domain refers to the address of the website. For instance, you want to come to visit me at home. If I did not give you address, there is no way you will be able to come and visit me at home. So that's the explanation of domain. You have to know the particular place that you are going to at the site. The domain is the form of the link that you will be able to visit, or the website that you are to visit. So you must to have address of some website before you will be able to come and visit that particular website. So domain name is divided into two, which are section of names and section of extension. So example, domain name of Google address is google.com, then extension is google.ng, google.ng. So in this section, we are going to create our domain names. So let's take a look of the next one, which is known as the web server. So the web server is a location that we can store all information that we want to save and install. They will be in web server. It is storage or memory as well. It is in form of storage or memory on internet. That is web server, where our vital data and information are stored. So like for instance, our school creates an learning management system for students and the staffs to manage, and the lecturers were to send notes on that particular site, then the student were to view those particular notes. So the function of this web server is for him to retain those content and information so that they will be safe without having any loss. So we have hosting. So the third one, which is hosting. Hosting is the process of paying money and store your information on website. So we have subdomain. Subdomain is just a process of having hierarchy of folders. So this hierarchy of folders is like, for instance, this image of this house. Whenever you see this house, there is multiple rooms in this particular house. So the multiple rooms refers to the hierarchy of folder applicable to folder. Once you have one folder, then you have multiple folder in that one particular folder. That is how you will be able to know what is hierarchy of folders is. So that is the hierarchy of folders, multiple folders in one folders, just like house with multiple rooms inside the main room. So let's proceed from where we stop. So the ways to host a website. The ways to host a website, we have local hosting, then we have web hosting. So let's start from the first one. Local hosting is the process of saving your website on your laptop. Issue with local hosting, other people will not be able to have access to it. Your server is your laptop. If person does not have access to your laptop, there is no way that they can view your website. So we also have web hosting. Web hosting, everyone that has your website link will be able to have access to your domain. So hope we are clear with that. So let's proceed from where we stopped. There is what we call paid and free domain hosting. If you are to look very carefully, I've listed them out. We have reliability, not reliability, our customer service, no customer support, room to grow. Let's briefly explain few of those items. Reliability in paid domain is reliable. There will be no day that they will tell you that they have scrapped your website, because you have already paid for it. So you guys are on business. So let's take a look of our free domain, the customer support. When you have problem on your server, they will not assist you because they feel that they are the ones supporting you. So they are allowing you to use their site without paying any amount of money. So let's take a look. Under paid domain, we have room to grow. So the room to grow, when large populations started visiting your website, so if you really paid for that particular domain, they will enhance you and they will support you, and you can also make money from that because you are engaging individual on your site so that they are also benefiting data. So let's take a look of security.